Hey guys, it's Edison here again, and today I want to talk to you about following your dreams, your passions, the things that really drive you forward, the things that really motivate you, the things that you really love doing. We all have them, and if you don't know what yours is yet, if you don't know what it is you're passionate about, it just means you maybe haven't discovered it, or maybe you have, but you haven't given yourself permission to really pursue it to any degree, even just recreationally. You might have maybe found something you enjoyed a little bit, but you weren't going to pursue it. But we all have things that we are just meant to do, things that we just love doing for the sake of doing it, not for any outcome, but just because we love doing it. And in this regard, what that something is doesn't matter. It could be video games. I've talked about video games before. It could be that you love certain parts of video games. I would challenge you, though, to really analyze which part it is you like. For example, Minecraft. I enjoy Minecraft. One of the things I like most about it is the creative aspect of it. I like creating things. I like building things. It's fun. I was a Legos kid when I was growing up, and Minecraft is like a big kid Legos game. But what else do you love doing? Do you like playing music? Do you like diddling around on the piano? Or do you even just, I tap on things all the time, just for fun, just because I like it, just because it's what I do. For me personally, I think it comes as no surprise to most of you that probably my number one passion for me is writing. I love telling stories. I am a storyteller at heart, by nature. That's who I am, and that's what I love doing. And regardless of any kind of business, that's something I will always do because it's what I love. It's who I am. It's my passion. It's my dream. And so many people have that. They have something that they love to do, but they don't do it. Why? We get so caught up in what we should do, what we feel like we have to do, what we think is important to do, what's more important to do than following our dreams. We live in a society right now that kind of belittles your dreams and your passions. It's kind of like, whoa, yeah, if you can do that, well, cool, good for you, but, make sure you're doing your part for society first. What good are you actually doing to society if you're not doing the thing that you are meant to do? Are you really doing the best thing for the world? For the humankind at large, by being something other than what you really are, by pretending to be something? Is that really contributing the most that you possibly could to the world? I don't think so. I think the only way that you can really benefit the world is to do that which you love, to do that which means something to you. Which means that's more important than specifically money, although obviously money plays a role in things. But it's more important than money. This is bigger than money. This is your passion. This is what you do. This is who you are. Money is just a symbol. When you get right down to it, money isn't real. It's an imaginary concept. It's something we use to expedite the process of bartering. Right? Money doesn't exist. Not in the physical sense of things. It's a concept. And it's a concept we created. But getting caught up in the money is really not the best way to live. That's not how you want to live. Chasing money. If the money is not giving you the freedom to pursue your dreams, to pursue your passions, then stop. I'm going to give you a little piece of hard truth, and from my opinion. If you right now are spending most all of your time doing a job that you are not completely excited about, and you might be making money, but you feel like you don't have time to enjoy things, get out. Get out now. That's a hard truth, and it's not probably what you're used to hearing. You're used to probably hearing, oh, I should be grateful for having a job. Well, maybe, but instead be grateful for having something inside of you that you're passionate about doing. Be grateful if you have an inkling of what it is you were meant to do. That's something you should be far more grateful for than a job. That's something that's far more important than a job. Money's important. I'm not going to pretend it's not. I have a family to take care of. Of course, money has to be part of that equation, right? But when you make money the goal, then you completely miss the point. You completely miss the reason. Money should never, ever be your objective. Living a fulfilling life should be your objective. Money's part of that equation, but it's not the whole picture. And if you make money the whole picture, then you're going to miss out on the parts that actually matter. And that's tough for people. They're not used to that. Society is not used to that. People aren't used to giving themselves permission to do the things that they really love doing, the things that they are good at doing. We're not used to even being allowed to think in terms of that's something we can do. If you give someone permission, say, look, if you could have any job in the world, anything at all, money wasn't an issue. Say that you were, here's a hypothetical question for you. Say that you had all the money in the world. Say that you had everything you could ever need money-wise. What would you be doing? What would you be doing? You'd play with your new toys and stuff, of course. If you had, okay, I'm going to be totally honest with you. If I had all the money in the world, I'd buy some new cars, I'd go on some crazy vacations, I'd buy the most tricked out computer, I would go to town with it, I'd probably still use it to play Skyrim, which by that point would be who knows how many years old, but it'd still be awesome because I love that game. But eventually you get tired of that stuff because that stuff isn't really what's fulfilling. The material things aren't what's going to fulfill you. It's not the things that you buy with money that satisfy you. It's what you do with your life. And the only thing money really, really does to benefit you as a person is it allows you to do the things and to fill your life with the things that have meaning, or they allow you to spend your time doing the things that have meaning to you. That's where money comes in handy. If you have all the money you need, then you can spend your time doing the things that you love doing and that you're good at doing. Not spending your time having to make money. And also, money, you don't get your satisfaction truly from using money to buy things. That's not what money is for. It's not for buying things, although it seems like it. What money is really for is allowing you the freedom to do the things that you love doing. I mean, if you have the extra money, go for it. I'm all for things. Things are really cool, but that's not the point. Those are extra little perks on the side. You'll get tired of things, and you'll keep replacing them with more things. And it will never give you the satisfaction that doing something that you love will do. So, this all sounds well and good. This all sounds fine and dandy from a hypothetical point of view. But what do you actually do right now about it? Do you quit your job? Well, that would have a lot of consequences, right? You might lose the place that you're living. You might really not be in a good situation. For a lot of reasons, that might not be a good option. So I'm not saying, turn in your 2 weeks notice right now, but I am saying right now, today, seriously think about why you're doing what you're doing. Seriously think about if money is the objective for you in what you're doing, and how the job that you might have is serving you as a person, not just giving you money. If your job is eating up your life, if your whole life is your job, and I mean that's great if you love your job. If you're passionate about your job, go for it. That's more power to you. But I don't think that's where most people are right now. If you're spending all your time and all your energy at your work, and you are not crazy about it, then you need an exit plan, and you need to start working on it now, because that's not a good place to be. You need to be doing the things that you love doing. You owe it to the world to pursue the things that mean the most to you. If you do not, then it's not that you're being selfish by doing these things. You're not being selfish by pursuing your passions. Because that's the only way that you can really change the world. Change it drastically. Think about if Stephen King didn't keep writing, didn't follow his passions. Think about how different your life would be. Think about how much less enriched it would be. So many people love Stephen King. What about J.K. Rowling, right? Think about how much of an impact the Harry Potter books have made on the world. And that's just, as a writer, I'm using literary people as an example, but let's think bigger. Let's think presidents. Let's think movers and shakers. What if Gandhi had just laid down and didn't take a stand and didn't do and pursue the things he was passionate about? What if Einstein, one of the greatest things about Einstein was that he never believed he had any particular talent. He just had an insatiable curiosity. He loved science. He loved the whole process of it. So he did it because he loved it, because he was passionate about it. And because of that, think about how many scientific advancements we've made. The world is changed dramatically by the people who have the courage to pursue their passions. If you don't do that, you're just a cog in the machine. You're fulfilling someone else's dream. And that's not what you want. And that's not what the world needs. The world needs you to do what it was that you are best at doing and that you are most passionate about doing. That's what the world needs from you. And that is the most selfless thing, is to make hard choices. Sometimes that means changing your focus. But do what you're meant to do. It will be hard. I promise you that. It's always hard because it's different, because it's not what the world is designed for. But you know what? It's hard doing it the way the world designed it too. It's hard doing it the way society deems correct. It's hard going to work every day at a job you hate. That's hard too. At least this way you're doing something that you know matters, that you know means something to you. Pick your battles. Do you want to fight for money and live in a loop of not having fulfillment? Or do you want to fight to live a truly satisfying life and to do the most you can for the world? I know what I pick, and I'm going to pursue my passions relentlessly. And I encourage anyone else to do the same. And I encourage anyone else who seriously wants to find their passions to leave a comment and start the dialogue and discover ways that you can do it. It's a hard journey, but it's always going to be hard, no matter which path you pick. You might as well take the path that's going to mean the most to you and to everyone else around you. I can't think of any better way to live.